The Holocaust remains one of the darkest chapters in human history, a period when millions of Jews were systematically murdered by Nazi Germany. Amidst the horror and despair, there were countless acts of courage, often unseen, carried out by people who risked their lives to save others. Among these unsung heroes were many Poles, men and women whose bravery and compassion in the face of unimaginable danger stand as a testament to the strength of the human spirit. Let's explore the Polish heroes of the Holocaust, focusing on their sacrifices, acts of resistance, and the enduring legacy they left behind. Leave a like if you think the Holocaust was bad. Poland was the heart of Nazi Germany's genocidal campaign against the Jews. After Germany's invasion in 1939, Poland was brutally occupied and became the site of the most notorious concentration camps, including Auschwitz, Treblinka, and Sobibor. Approximately 3 million Polish Jews, 90% of the country's Jewish population, perished during the Holocaust. In this grim context, the Polish people were caught between two totalitarian regimes, Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. Despite the risks, many Poles chose to fight back, not only for their own survival, but also for the lives of their Jewish neighbors. One of the most remarkable examples of Polish heroism during the Holocaust was the work of Żegota, the Council to Aid Jews, an underground organization established by the Polish resistance in 1942. It was the only organization in Nazi-occupied Europe created specifically to save Jews from the Holocaust. Composed of both Jews and Poles, Żegota provided shelter, forged identity documents, and arranged safe passage for Jews trying to escape the ghettos and deportations to death camps. A key figure in Żegota was Irina Sendler, a social worker who smuggled over 2,500 Jewish children out of the Warsaw Ghetto, often hiding them in suitcases, ambulances, and under floorboards. Sendler's network placed the children in Catholic orphanages, convents, and with sympathetic Polish families, giving them new identities and a chance at survival. Though Sendler was eventually captured and tortured by the Gestapo, she refused to betray her comrades or the children she had saved. While many Polish heroes worked within the resistance, others sought to alert the world to the atrocities being committed. One such figure was Jan Karski, a courier for the Polish underground who undertook a harrowing mission to inform the Allies about the Holocaust. In 1942, Karski infiltrated the Warsaw Ghetto and witnessed firsthand the horrors of starvation, disease, and mass murder. He also visited a Nazi transit camp disguised as a guard, where he saw Jews being herded into trains bound for the death camps. Karski's mission was to bring this information to the West, hoping to spur the Allies into action. He met with British Foreign Secretary Anthony Eden and later with President Franklin D. Roosevelt, describing in vivid detail the ongoing extermination of the Jews. Although Karski's testimony did not immediately lead to intervention, his efforts laid the groundwork for post-war justice and are a lasting reminder of the international community's responsibility to act in the face of genocide. While many Polish rescuers operated covertly, others took up arms in active resistance. The Bielski brothers, Tuvia, Asael, and Zeus, formed a partisan group in the forests of Belarus that not only fought the Nazis, but also saved more than 1,200 Jews by providing them with food, shelter, and protection. The Bielski partisans became legendary for their ability to evade capture and continue their operations in spite of overwhelming odds. Under the leadership of Tuvia Bielski, the group prioritized saving Jewish lives over combat, creating a self-sustaining community that included women, children, and the elderly. The Bielskis' story of armed resistance, immortalized in the 2008 film Defiance, challenges the misconception that Jews during the Holocaust were passive victims. Their heroism also exemplifies the broader Polish resistance to Nazi tyranny. In addition to organized efforts, there were countless individual acts of courage by ordinary Poles who risked their lives to save Jews. These men and women, often referred to as the righteous among the nations, were recognized by Yad Vashem, Israel's Holocaust memorial, for their selflessness. One such hero was John Jabinsky, the director of the Warsaw Zoo, who used the zoo grounds to hide Jews escaping from the Warsaw Ghetto. Jabinsky and his wife, Antonina, sheltered hundreds of Jews, often hiding them in animal enclosures and their own home. Their story was later told in the book and film, The Zookeeper's Wife, a powerful testament to the courage of ordinary citizens in extraordinary times. Another was Joseph and Victoria Ulma, a Catholic couple from the small village of Markowa. Despite the risk of execution for aiding Jews, the Ulmas hid 8 members of the Jewish Shaul family in their attic. In March 1944, they were betrayed, and the Nazis executed both the Ulmas and the Jews they were hiding, including the Ulmas' 6 young children. Their sacrifice has become a symbol of the moral choices faced by ordinary people under Nazi occupation. The risks faced by those who helped Jews during the Holocaust were immense. Under Nazi law, any Pole found aiding a Jew could be executed along with their entire family. Despite this, thousands of Poles chose to act. Yad Vashem has recognized over 7,000 Poles as righteous among the nations, the highest number of any nationality. Their actions, often undertaken in isolation and secrecy, saved tens of thousands of lives. Their legacy lives on not only in the survivors and their descendants, but also in the moral imperative they exemplify: to act with courage and compassion, even when the consequences are dire. In remembering these Polish heroes, we honor their sacrifices and reaffirm the enduring values of human dignity, solidarity, and justice. Dziękuję. Like and subscribe if you think the Holocaust was bad.